They say silence is peaceful, but not this kind. This silence feels like being erased one birthday at a time. 5 years now. 5 years of no calls, no texts, not even a lazy emoji on social media. Just the sound of nothing. And the worst part? I stopped expecting it, but some small, foolish part of me still hoped. I sat at my kitchen table this morning, the flame of a single candle trembling on a slice of store-bought cake. My own private celebration of being forgotten. No laughter, no decorations, just the hum of the refrigerator, and that flicker of light shaking like it pitied me. Last year, I told myself they were busy. The year before that, I told myself they forgot. But this year, I told myself the truth, they just didn't care. And that realization didn't make me cry, it sharpened me. It burned through the sadness and left something stronger behind. When I was younger, birthdays were chaos in the best way. Mom shouting for someone to grab plates, Dad burning burgers on the grill, my siblings fighting over frosting. We weren't perfect, but we were loud, alive, together. And then, life started breaking apart in quiet ways. Fewer calls. Shorter visits. Until the noise stopped completely after Mom died. I became the strong one. The one they didn't have to worry about. The dependable shadow in the background of their lives. I showed up for them anyway. Every holiday, every graduation, every moment that mattered to them. I remembered their birthdays, sent gifts, paid for dinners, smiled through being invisible. But love has this cruel habit, it makes you stay long after the warmth is gone. Until one day, betrayal becomes the only teacher that can finally make you leave. 2 months before my last birthday, I closed a deal at work, a big one. Enough to feel the kind of freedom I'd never tasted before. That night, I sat scrolling through property listings, half dreaming, half healing, trying to picture what peace might look like if it had walls. And then I found it. A small beach house on the coast. Faded white siding. Blue shutters. Ocean view from every window. It wasn't glamorous, but it felt alive. Like a heartbeat waiting to match mine. I bought it. Cash. No loans, no co-signers, no family. Just me. My gift to myself. A promise that I would stop waiting for people who forgot I existed. On my birthday, I woke before sunrise and drove toward the water. The sky was soft pink, the air heavy with salt and freedom. I stood barefoot on the porch, took a few photos, the view, the house, my reflection in the glass door. Then I posted them online with a single caption, birthday present to myself. Family not invited. It didn't take long. First came my sister's text, wait, what house? Then my brother, you bought a beach house without telling anyone. And finally, my father. 3 missed calls before I answered. You could have told us, he said, his voice already sharp. Told you what? I asked. That I'm celebrating alone again? He sighed. Don't be dramatic. We were going to call today. Like last year? Or the 4 before that? I said. It's fine. Really? I just stopped waiting. Silence. Then he asked, quietly, so, family not invited? That's right, I said. Not this year. Not anymore. By nightfall, the family group chat was chaos. Cousins pretending they'd planned a surprise. My aunt typing that I should forgive, that families forget sometimes. But they didn't forget. They chose not to remember. And I finally chose not to chase them. I didn't reply. I poured myself a glass of wine and watched the tide roll in. The ocean moved like it didn't need anyone's permission. Calm, endless, patient. Everything my family wasn't. 3 days later, my father showed up. I heard his truck before I saw him, the gravel crunching under the tires like an apology too late. He stood at the gate, looking smaller than I remembered. I drove 6 hours, he said. I drove 5, I replied. Guess we're both capable of effort when it matters. His eyes softened. You're angry? No, I said. I'm done. He looked past me, at the house. It's beautiful. It is, I said. And it's mine. Every inch of it. Paid for by the person you all forgot existed. He swallowed. Can I come in? Sure, I said, stepping aside. But it won't feel like home. He stayed for maybe 20 minutes, fumbling through excuses, trying to glue years of silence together with words that broke before they reached me. I listened, not to forgive, but to finish. To finally close the chapter I'd been rereading for too long. At the door, he hesitated. You really mean it? Family not invited. I smiled. Family shows up. You didn't. Then I closed the door. The next morning, I walked the shoreline barefoot. The waves brushed over my feet, cool and deliberate. The sun turned everything gold. My phone buzzed with messages I didn't check. For the first time in my life, I wasn't waiting for a text, a call, or a post that said I mattered. I already knew I did. Because this time, I showed up for myself. And the view from that decision, it was worth every year they forgot my name.